Okay, class. So, good morning. So, let us proceed to the next topic. So, it is all about the joint probability distribution. So, last time, we already discussed the discrete and continuous probability distribution for a single random variable. So, but this time, we will discuss the probability distribution for two random variables with simultaneous behavior. So, yun po yung tinatawag nating joint probability distribution. Okay? So for the short introduction, so the study of random variables and their probability distribution in the preceding section is restricted to one-dimensional space, sample space. So in that, we recorded outcome of an experiment as values assumed by a single random variable. So however, it is often useful to have more than one random variable defined in a random experiment. So in this joint probability distribution, so we will use the random variable x and y as the two random variable at yun po yung ating kukuhanan ng probability distribution wherein the random variable x and random variable y ay simultaneous yung behavior or simultaneous na nag-o-occur. Okay? So in this module, we will investigate some important properties of this joint probability distribution. Okay, so for the learning outcome, so at the end of this module, it is expected that the student will be able to understand and use the joint probability mass function and joint probability density function to calculate the probabilities and calculate the marginal probability distribution, and also to understand and calculate conditional probability distribution from joint probability distribution and assess independence of random variable. So balik class, yung mga magiging learnings nyo about this module ay all about the difference between the discrete and continuous case for joint probability distribution, and also the probability distribution for marginal distribution, and the conditional probability or the conditional distribution, and also the statistical independence or the relationship between the two random variable. Okay, so kung dependent ba or independent yung ating random variable x sa y in terms of in their outcome or their values. Okay? So, for an example, we might measure the amount of precipitate P and volume V of gas released from a controlled chemical experiment. So, giving rise to a two-dimensional sample space consisting of the outcome P and V. Ibig sabihin, class, ito yung ating may simultaneous behavior or simultaneous na occurrence. Yung ating precipitate or the amount of precipitate and also the volume of gas. Na kung saan kapag kinuha natin yung probability distribution or joint distribution for P and V, ay di yun po ay amount ng precipitate and also the volume of gas. Okay? And another example, we might be interested in the hardness H and tensile strength T of cold-drawn copper. So resulting in the outcome, the hardness and tensile, so hardness for each variable and T for the tensile strength. So yun po yung ating mga pwedeng maging example in reality or in an experiment ng ating joint probability distribution. So if x and y are two discrete random variables, so the probability distribution for their simultaneous occurrence can be represented by a function with values. So f of x and y for any pair of values x and y within a range of random variable x and y. So it is customary to refer to this function as the joint probability distribution of x and y. So yan po yung ating pinaka representation for the joint probability distribution. So f of x and y. So any values of x and any values of y. So another example, if an 18-wheeler is to have its tires serviced and x represent the number of miles these tires have been driven and y represent the number of tires that need to be replaced, then f of 30,005 is the probability that the tires are used over 30,000 miles and the truck needs 5 new tires. Yun po, ibig sabihin, simultaneous yung behavior natin or yung occurrence ng ating uh, variable x and variable y, wherein the variable x yung number of miles and then the number of tires. na kung saan 30,000 miles and then 5 tires. Okay? So, yun po yung ating kukuhanan ng probability distribution, yung F of 30,000 and 5. Okay? So, proceed po tayo sa discrete case. So, ano po yung ating condition for joint probability distribution for two random variable kapag discrete case? So, alam natin class na yung discrete ay countable or finite yung possible outcome. So, the function f of x and y is a joint probability distribution or probability mass function of the discrete random variable x and y if, number 1, f of x and y is greater than or equal to 0 for all x and y. So, dapat, for the first condition, so dapat yung ating mga values of x and y ay positive value or greater than or equal to 0. Okay? And then number 2, the double summation of f of x and y uh, from negative infinity to positive infinity is equal to 1. Ibig sabihin class, ito yung pinaka gagamitin natin kapag discrete case, the double summation, or isasam lang po natin ang mga probabilities na dapat kapag kinuha pa din natin yung summation niya, equal pa rin yung ating probability value sa 1. Okay? And then for number 3, the probability of the random variable x is equal to x and y is equal to y is equal to the probability or f of x and y. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin lang class nito, for example, meron kang value, the probability that the random variable x is equal, let's say, x is equal to 3 and the random variable y is equal to 2, equal lang po yan sa ating f of 3, 2. Okay? So, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng third condition natin for the discrete case. Okay, so for any region A in the xy plane, the probability of xy is an element of A is equal to double summation of f of x and y. So yan po ang ating condition sa ating discrete case. Okay, so proceed tayo ngayon class sa ating example for discrete case. Two ballpoint pens are selected at random from a box that contain 3 blue pens, 2 red pens, 3 green pens. So if x is the number of blue pens selected and y is the number of red pens selected, so find the joint probability distribution f of x and y. Letter B, the probability of x and y is an element of A, where A is the region x and y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 1. Okay? So, bago natin class sagutin yung letter A and B, the joint probability distribution and also the probability with corresponding region, atin muna pong i-analyze yung problem. So, dito ka sa ating example number 1, meron daw tayong box. So, yung ating box, meron siyang laman na 3 blue pens, 2 red pens, at 3 green pens. Okay? So, ang total natin class, o yung ating big N, is equal to 8. So, ngayon, magsiselect daw tayo at random ng 2 ballpoint pens. Ibig sabihin, simultaneous natin kukunin or magkasabay na kukunin yung 2 pen. So, ibig sabihin ng ating sample is equal to 2. And then, the random variable x ay number daw ng blue pens. Okay, so ilagay nyo lang. X is the blue pen and y is the number of red pens. So, ngayon class, aalamin natin yung mga outcome or element na pwede nating makuha dito sa ating random variable x. So, since magsiselect tayo ng 2 ballpoint pen, so possible wala tayong makuha. Diba? Kasi pwedeng ang makuha natin 2 red, or pwedeng makuha natin ay 2 green, or pwede namang isang red, isang green. Or pwede naman tayo makakuha ng isang blue. Okay? Isang blue, then ang kasama niya ay red or green. And then, pwede din tayo makakuha ng parehas na blue. So, ibig sabihin, pwede ang 2. Ang 3, so pwede pa ba ang 3? So hindi na pwede ang 3 since dalawa lang namang ballpoint pens yung ating isi-select dun sa ating box. Kaya ang ating element or outcome para sa random variable x ay 0, 1, and 2. Okay? So how about random variable y? Red pens. So pwede din na hindi tayo makakuha ng red. Pwede din na isa. At pwede din na parehas na red. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi rin pwede ang 3 kasi dadalawa naman din ang red pen. And also, dalawa lang naman ang ating isi-select. Kaya po ang mga ating element or outcome ay for random variable x ay range from 0 to 2 and also to random variable y. So, 0 to 2 yung ating range ng ating outcome. Okay? So, after nyo yung makuha, ay di po proceed po tayo sa letter A. Paano po natin kukunin yung joint probability distribution ng ating discrete case? So, tayo po ay magpo-form ng table. Okay? So, pakitandaan po nitong ating mga kinuhang value kasi gagamitin natin ito dito sa ating next slide. So, para lang po kayo ay makasabay. Okay, so the joint probability distribution f of x and y. So, dito class, kapag discrete case, ang gagawin nyo po ay gagawa kayo ng table. Okay, f of x and y. Gawa kayo ng table. And then dito sa ating taas, ay di ilagay natin yung random variable x and also yung kanyang mga outcome. So meron tayong outcome dito na or element na 0, 1, and 2. And then for the random variable y, so ganun din, 0, 1, 2. Okay, then gawan nyo lang ng matrix para may paglalagyan tayo ng probability value for each element. Ayan. So, kayo na lang ang mag-ayos ng table pag gumagawa kayo ng table. And then, ilalagay nyo lang class dito ay yung ating row total kasi kailangan natin ng summation. And also dito naman is the column total. Okay, so balikan lang class natin yung ating mga nakuhang values or given na kung saan ang n natin ay 8, n natin ay 2. Dun sa ating box na merong 8 na pens, tatlo doon ay blue. And then, dalawa doon ay red. At tatlo din dyan ang green. And then, para naman doon sa ating, ito yon yung ating, hindi ko na ilalagay, yung ating mga naging outcome, 0, 1, 2 for random variable x and also random variable y. So, ngayon class, kukunin natin ang probability na simultaneous behavior or simultaneous occurrence ng ating random variable x na kung saan ito ay kinonsider natin as the blue pen and the y is the red pen. So, ito, dito sa first cell, the intersection between 0 blue and 0 y or 0 red. Eh di ang kailangan natin dyan ay f of 0, 0. Ano yung ating probability na wala tayong nakuhang blue, wala tayong nakuhang red? Ibig sabihin, ang dalawa nating nakuhang pen ay green. So, using the hypergeometric distribution or the multivariate hypergeometric distribution, ay di ilalagay lang po natin ang ating solution. So, bali ang total po natin ay yung 8C2 kasi ang total na nasa box ay 8. And then, isi-select natin ay 2. And then, sa numerator natin, wala tayong blue, ibig sabihin 3C0. Wala din tayong red, so 2C0. At dalawa yung ating green. Okay, so 3C2. So, kukumputin nyo lang po ito para makuha ang probability. 3C0 times 2C0 times 3C2 over 8C2. So, the answer is 3 over 28. Okay, so paki-double check na lang po sa inyong calculator. Next, dito muna tayo sa first row. Ang x natin ay 1, 0 ang ating y. So, isang blue, wala tayong red. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong idadagdag na isang green. Kaya ang ating solution, 3C1 times 2C0 times 3C1 over sa 8C2. So, ano po ang ating answer? So, kapag ating isinolve sa calculator, yung answer po natin is 9 over 28. Okay? And the next, ang x natin ay 2, and then ang y natin ay 0. So, 3C2, multiply natin sa 2C0, and then wala tayong green. Kasi nga, dalawa na yung ating blue. So, over sa 8C2, so the answer is 3 over 28. Okay? And then, proceed po tayo sa second row. Sa second row natin, isa ang ating blue, then wala tayong red. So, 0 ang ating blue, and then 1 ang ating red. So, baligtad pala. So, 0, 1. Ibig sabihin, 3C0 times 2C1 times 3C1 over sa 8C2. So, the answer is 3 over 14. Okay? Next, f of x ay 1, y ay 1. So, 3C1 times 2C1 times 3C0 over 8C2. So, the answer is also 3 over 14. Okay? And then, f of 2 ang x, 1 ang y. So, possible ba na dalawang blue at isang red ang ating makuha? Kapag select tayo ng 2 ballpoint pens? So, hindi. Kasi ang sum na nito ay 3, ibig sabihin ang probability natin ay 0. Okay? So, basta dapat ang sum ng ating x and y ay 2 lang. Kasi ang ating namang sample na isi-select from box ay 2 ballpoint pens. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa row 3. So, f of 0, 2. So, wala tayong blue, then dalawang red. So, 3C0 times 2C2 times 3C0 over 8C2. So, the answer is 1 over 28. Okay? And then, f of 1, 2, ibig sabihin 0 din. Kasi ang sum na nito ay 3, hindi naman pwedeng 3 yung ating makuha. So, 0 ang ating probability. And then, syempre, yung ating intersection ng dalawang blue, dalawang red is also 0. So, 0, ilalagay lang po natin yan. And after nyan, ang gagawin nyo po ay, kukunin nyo yung summation. Summation ng row at summation ng column. So, 3 over 28 plus 9 over 28 plus 3 over 28 is 15 over 28. So, makiki-double check na lang class ng ating summation. And then 3 over 14 plus 3 over 14 plus 0 is 3 over 7. 1 over 28 plus 0 is 1 over 28. And then kukunin yung class ang sum ng ating row. Itong 15 over 28 plus 3 over 7 plus 1 over 28. So, dapat class yan ay 1. At kapag hindi yan naging 1, ibig sabihin may mali sa inyong nakalagay na probability value dito sa ating matrix or dito sa ating table. Okay? And then, isum din natin ang sa column 1, 3 over 28 plus 3 over 14 plus 1 over 28. So, the answer is 5 over 14. And then, 9 over 28 plus 3 over 14 plus 0. So, the answer is 15 over 28. And then, 3 over 28 plus 0 is 3 over 28. And then, dapat yung sum din itong nasa bottom row natin, 5 over 14 plus 15 over 28 plus 3 over 28. So, dapat din ay equal sa 1. Okay? At ito na class yung inyong answer for the joint probability distribution f of x and y. Okay? So, naka-table form po yung ating answer kapag discrete case. Okay, so yan po ang ating answer. So makiki-picture po ng ating table kasi gagamitin natin dun sa ating letter B. Okay, so sa letter B natin, hahanapin natin yung probability ng x and y is an element of A na kung saan ang A daw is the region x and y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 1. So, atin class kunin yung mga values ng x and y na kung saan ay less than or equal to 1. So, syempre yung ating 0 ang x, 0 ang y, o yung coordinate natin na 0, 0. And then, possible din yung 0, 1. Okay? And then, possible din naman yung 1, 0. So, the rest, yung ibang coordinate natin ng x and y, yung mga 1, 1, mga 0, 2, so hindi siya pwede kasi siya ay hindi na less than or equal to 1. So, ito lang po. And then, class, kukunin nyo yung probability ng f of 0, 0. Ano ba yung katapat na ang x ay 0, ang y ay 0? So, 3 over 28. And then, yung 0 ang x, ang y ay 1. Ang ating answer is 3 over 14. At yung x naman ang 1, and then 0 naman ang y. So, ang ating answer is 9 over 28. So, kung ano po ang ating sum ng probability? So, the sum is 9 over 14. So, ibig sabihin, class, ito yung ating probability where A is the region x and y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 1. Pero kapag class, halimbawa, greater than or equal to 1, eh di, ang hindi lang mapapasama ay itong 0, 0. Okay? The rest ay kasama. Or kaya naman greater than or equal to or greater than 1 lang, ay di yung may mga value na 2. Yung 0, 2, 2, 0, yun po yung inyong kukunin ng check ang probability dun sa table. Okay? So, ganyan lang po ang ating joint probability distribution. Okay, so proceed class tayo sa another example. From a sack of fruits containing 3 oranges, 2 apples, and 3 bananas, a random sample of 4 pieces of fruit is selected. If x is the number of oranges and y is the number of apples in the sample, so find the probability distribution of x and y, or the joint probability distribution of x and y. And also, letter B, probability of x and y is an element of A, where A is the region that is given by x and y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 2. Okay? So, ganun lang ulit kasi ang gagawin natin. Meron tayong prutas na nasa sack na merong 3 plus 2 plus 3 is a total of 8. And then, magsiselect daw tayo ng 4 na fruits. Wherein, yung ating random variable x ay number of oranges. And then, ang ating random variable y ay number of apple. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung ating possible na element or outcome sa ating random variable x. So, take note, 4 ang ating prutas na isi-select sa ating sack. So, pwedeng hindi tayo makakuha ng orange kasi meron namang apple at banana. Okay? Pwede din na makakuha tayo ng isa. Pwede din na 2. Pwede din na 3. Pero pwede ba ang 4? So, hindi. Kasi tatatlo naman po ang ating orange. Kaya ang ating possible lang ay 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And then, how about apple? So, sa apple, pwedeng wala tayong makuha. Pwedeng isa. Pwedeng 2. At pwede ba ang 3? So, hindi. Kasi dadalawa naman po ang ating apple nasa sack. Kaya ang ating mga outcome or element na gagamitin for random variable x is range from 0 to 3, and then for random variable y is 0 to 2. Okay? So, joint probability distribution of x and y, or f of x and y, so gagawa lang ulit tayo ng table. Okay? So, proceed na tayo sa ating table ng x and y, or the joint probability distribution. Okay, yung ating x para sa number of orange, meron tayong outcome or element na 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then para naman sa ating y, sa apple, 0, 1, and 2. So, gagawin nyo lang ulit yan ng matrix para may paglalagyan kayo ng probability. Okay? So, yan. Yan po yung inyong gagawing table. And then, ilalagay nyo lang ulit dito the column total and also the row total. Okay. Ang n natin ay 8 and then meron tayong isi-select na 4 na kung saan ang bilang natin ng orange, meron tayong 3 na orange sa sako. And then apple, meron tayong 2 and banana, meron tayong 3. Okay. Unahin natin class yung probability na ang ating pwede ilagay nyo dito para hindi kayo malito, orange and apple. 0 ang orange, 0 ang apple. So, f of 0, 0. So, 3C0 times 2C0. And then, kung wala tayong orange at walang apple, 3 lang plus yung ating banana. Hindi natin mako-comply or hindi tayo makapag-select ng 4 na hindi tayo makakapagsama ng orange at apple. Okay? Kasi tatatlo po yung ating banana. Ibig sabihin class, wala pong probability ito. Ibig sabihin hindi pwedeng mangyari na hindi tayo makakuha ng orange at apples dun sa ating 4 na isi-select na prutas. Kasi ito ay simultaneous. Kukuha ka ng 4 na prutas dun sa sack. Okay? Kaya ang ating probability ay 0. Okay? Next, ang ating x ay 1 and then ang y natin ay 0. Meron daw tayong isang orange. So, 3C1. And then, wala tayong apple, 2C0. Ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong isang orange, kailangan pa natin ng 3 banana. So, 3C3 over sa 8C4. So, anong ating answer? So, the answer is 3 over 70. Okay? Next, f of 2, 0. Dalawang orange, wala pa din tayong apple. 3C2 times 2C0 times 3C2. So, since dalawa ng orange natin, di kailangan pa natin ng 2 banana. And then, over sa 8C4. And then, the answer is 9 over 70. Okay? And next, f of 3, 0. So, tatlong orange. So, 3C1, 3C3 times 2C0. Wala pa ding apple. And then, 3C1 over sa 8C4. Okay? So, the answer is 3 over 70. Okay, so proceed tayo sa second row. F of 1, 0 ang ating x, ang y natin ay 1. So, wala tayong orange pero may isa tayong apple. 3C0 times 2C1 times 3C3 over sa 8C4. So, the answer is 1 over 35. Next, 1 ang orange, 1 ang apple. So, 3C1, 2C1, and then 3C2. So, dalawang banana over sa 8C4. So, the answer is 9 over 35. Next, dalawang orange, isang apple. So, 3C2 multiply sa 2C1 times 3C1 over sa 8C4. Okay? So, the answer is 9 over 35. And then for uh, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1, ay di 3C3 times 2C1 times 3C0 over sa 8C4. And then the answer is 1 over 35. Okay, so ganun lang po ang inyong gagawin para makuha yung mga probability value of x and y. Next, 0 ang ating x, y natin ay 2. So, 3C0 times 2C2 times 3C2 over sa 8C4. So, the answer is 3 over 70. Okay? And then, next, 1 ang ating x and then y natin is 2. So, 3C1 times 2C2 times 3C1 over 8C4. So, the answer is 9 over 70. Okay, so I hope na nakakasunod dito sa ating solution para makuha yung ating mga probability. And next, ang x ay 2, ang y ay 2. So, 3C2, 2C2, 3C0 over sa 8C4. So, the answer is also 3 over 70. And last, f of 3, 2. So, class, ang tatlong orange at dalawang apple, so hindi siya possible. Bakit? Kasi ang total nito ay 5. So, lampas na dun sa ating number ng fruit na isi-select dun sa sack. Kasi 4 lang ating isi-select, kaya automatic, ang probability niya ay 0. Okay? So, yan po ang ating mga probability value. Kukunin lang po ulit natin ang ating summation per row and column. So, 0 plus 3 over 70 plus 9 over 70 plus 3 over 70. So, the answer is 3 over 14. 1 over 35 plus 9 over 35 plus 9 over 35 plus 1 over 35. So, the answer is 4 over 7. 3 over 70 plus 9 over 70 plus 3 over 70. So, the answer is 3 over 14. And then, i-check nyo kung ang sum nito ay 1. 3 over 14 plus 4 over 7 plus 3 over 14. So, dapat po yan ay 1. At kapag nga yan ay hindi nag-equal sa 1, eh di may mali po sa inyong mga value dito sa loob. Okay? Next, yung column naman natin, isum natin. 1 over 35 plus 3 over 70. So, the answer is 1 over 14. And then, 3 over 70 plus 9 over 35 plus 9 over 70. So, the answer is 3 over 7. 9 over 70 plus 9 over 35 plus 3 over 70. So, the answer is also 3 over 7. And 3 over 70 plus 1 over 35 is also 1 over 14. And then, the sum of this bottom row ay dapat equal sa 1. Okay, so yan na po ang ating answer for the joint probability distribution of x and y. Okay? So, tandaan ulit ang mga value kasi gagamitin natin sa next question. For letter B, the probability of x and y is an element of A, where A is the region that is given by x and y such that x plus y is less than or equal to 2. So, ano-ano kaya yung mga values ng x and y na kung saan ay less than or equal to 2? We have 0, 0. Meron din tayong 0, 1. Meron din tayong 1, 0. Meron tayong 1, 1. Meron tayong 0, 2. At meron tayong 2, 0. Ayan. So, yan plus yung mga pair ng x and y na kung saan siya ay less than or equal to 2. Okay? And then, ang gagawin natin dyan ay kukunin ulit natin ang mga probability based dun sa nakuha nating answer na joint probability distribution or dun sa table. Okay? So, kukunin nyo lang po ano yung ating intersection ng x ay 0, y ay 0. So, probability niya ay 0. And then, yung 0, 1, ang intersection natin dito is 1 over 35. And then, yung 1, 0, intersection natin is 3 over 70. And then, the 1, 1, intersection natin is 9 over 35. And then, 0, 2, intersection natin is 3 over 70 or the probability. And then, for 2, 0 is 9 over 70. Then, kukunin nyo lang po ang sum ng probabilities at yun na po ang ating answer which is 1/2 or 0.5. Okay? So, ganun lang po class ang ating discrete case. So, proceed tayo sa ating continuous case. So, the case where both variable are continuous is obtained easily by analogy with discrete case on replacing sum by integral. So, yun class yung difference ng ating discrete sa continuous. Kung dun sa ating discrete, gumagamit tayo ng double summation or dun sa ating table, kinukuha natin yung sum. So, dito po ang ating gagawin ay double integration. Okay? So, for the condition of continuous case, same tayo ng number 1 which is f of x and y must be greater than or equal to 0 for all the values of x and y. And then number 2, double integration of x and y from negative infinity to positive infinity dx dy is equal to 1. Or ito po yung ating joint density function. And then number 3, the probability of x and y as an element of A is equal to the double integration of x and y of f of x and y from negative infinity to positive infinity dx dy for any region A in the xy plane. Okay? So, ang pinagkaibahan lang po niyan class ay yung ating integration or yung sum ay na-replace ng integral. Okay, so proceed ngayon tayo sa ating example for the continuous case. So, a privately owned business operate both a drive-in facility and a walk-in facility. On a randomly selected day, let x and y respectively be the proportion of the time that the drive-in and the walk-in facilities are in use. And suppose that the joint density function of this random variable is f of x and y is equal to 2x plus 3y from 0 to 2 over 5 where x is less than or equal to 1 but greater than or equal to 0 and y is less than or equal to 1 but greater than or equal to 0. So find the following. We need to verify the condition of the joint density function na dapat po ay equal sa 1. And then we need also to find the probability of x and y is an element of A where A is equal to x and y such that x ay range from 0 to 1/2 and y ay range from 1/4 to 1/2. Okay? So class, dito sa ating given na joint density function, we all know that ito ay equivalent to 2 over 5 multiplied sa 2x plus 3y minus 0 times 2x plus 3y. Okay? So, since ito naman ay 0 na, ibig sabihin ito na lang po ang ating gagamitin na function. Okay? So, for letter A, we need to verify the condition of joint density function. So, i-verify natin using this limit. Ang ating limit from x ay lower limit 0 to upper limit 1, and then for y, 0 to 1. Okay? So, ating i-verify yung condition. Okay, so for the random variable y, we have negative infinity to positive infinity. Also for the random variable x, f of x and y, dx dy is equal to 1. Okay, so pero since equivalent na nga po siya sa 1, ay di-equate na lang natin yung ating density function na given. So ang ating limit for y range from 0 to 1 and also yung ating random variable x, wherein the given function is 2 over 5 multiply to 2x plus 3y dx dy. Okay? So alam natin na yung ating joint density function is equal to 1. At dapat yung ating makukuhang answer dito is also equal to 1 para masabi natin na satisfy nung ating limit yung ating joint density function, or ito po yung ating joint density function. Okay? So unahin po natin yung in terms ng ating dx. So integrate natin in terms of dx. So paghiwalayin ko lang para mas kita. So 2 over 5 multiply sa integral ng 2x dx is 2x squared over 2 plus 2 over 5 integral ng 3y dx is equal to 3y multiply sa x. Okay? And then, ang ating limit, x is equal to 0 up to x is equal to 1 dy. Okay? So, evaluate natin. So, since ang ating lower limit ay 0, pwedeng yung upper limit na lang ating substitute. So, retain pa natin yung ating isang limit for the y. So, cancel natin ang 2. So, 2 times 1 squared is 2 over 5 is 2 over 5 plus 3 times 1 is 3 times y is 3y times 2 is 6y over 5. So, dy. Okay? And then, in terms of dy, so integrate natin. So, magiging 2 over 5 multiply sa y plus 6 over 5 multiply sa y squared over 2. From y is equal to 0 up to 1. Since yun yung ating limit. Okay? So, lower limit, hindi na natin yung sasama. Ito lang pong ating upper limit, which is 1. So, substitute natin 2 over 5 multiply sa 1 plus 6 over 5 multiply sa 1 over 2. 1 squared over 2. So, the answer is 2 over 5 plus 6 over 10 is 3 over 5, which is equal to 2 over 5 plus 3 over 5 equal to 1. Ibig sabihin po, after verification, nakuha natin na yung ating joint density function for this limit and also for this function is equal to 1. Okay, so yun lang po ang inyong magiging answer for letter A. Ayan, so meron naman po itong provided na solution and answer. So you can also check sa ating material. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa letter B. So find the probability of x and y is an element of A, where A is equal to x and y such that x range from 0 to 1/2 and y is range from 1/4 to 1/2. So the double integration, so equal to, for the y limit, we have 1/4 to 1/2. And then for the x, 0 to 1/2. And then for our density function, we have 2 over 5 multiply sa 2x plus 3y dx dy. Okay? Unahin po ulit natin yung in terms ng dx. So, same lang po ulit dun sa ginawa ko kanina. So, hiniwalay ko lang. 2 over 5 multiply sa 2x squared over 2 plus 2 over 5 multiply sa 3y x from x is equal to 0 to 1/2 dy. Okay? And then, evaluate natin. So, ang ating lower limit is 0, upper limit na lang po yung ating isasama. So, cancel na natin yung 2. So, 2 times 1/2 squared is so 1/2 over 5 is 1 over 10 plus 2 times 3, 6 times 1 half is 3 times y is 3y over 5. So 3y over 5. Okay? And then, uh, ilalagay natin yung ating dy. So, pa-double check kung tama po yung ating nakuha. So, double check ulit natin. So, 2 multiply to ang 1 half squared ay 1/4 times 2 ay di magiging 2 over 4 or 1 half over 5 ay di magiging 1 over 10. Okay? So, next, integrate in terms of dy. So, 1 over 10 times y plus 3 over 5 times y squared over 2. And then, from y is equal to 1/4 to 1 half. Okay? So, unahin po natin yung sa upper limit. So, bali siya ay 1 over 10 multiply sa 1 half plus 3 over 5 multiply sa 1 half squared over 2. Then, ima-minus natin yung sa lower limit. 1 over 10 multiply sa 1/4 plus 3 over 5 multiply sa 1/4 squared over 2. Okay? So, ano po yung answer natin dito sa first term? So, we have 1 over 8. And then, para sa ating second term, so the answer is So, the answer is 7 over 160. So, 1 over 8 minus 7 over 60 is 13 over 160. At yun class, yung probability na kung saan ang limit natin ng x ay 0 to 1 half at ang y ay 1/4 to 1 half dun sa ating given density function. Okay? So, ito po yung ating answer. So another example, so let x and y be two jointly continuous random variable with joint probability density function. F of x and y is equal to x plus cy squared where x is less than or equal to 1 but greater than or equal to 0 and y is less than or equal to 1 but greater than or equal to 0, 0 otherwise. So ito lang naman po ang ating gagamitin dito na function, yung x plus cy squared. So for letter A, we need to find the constant c. Etong c, kukunin natin. And then for letter B, find the probability wherein the range of x is 0 to 1 half and y is 0 to 1 half. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa ating letter A. So find the constant c. So alam natin class na ang ating joint density function ay equal sa 1, ibig sabihin lalagyan ko na po ang ating left hand side ng value na 1. And then, based sa ating given, meron po tayo na limit ng y na 0 to 1 and also x 0 to 1. And then for f of x and y, we have the density function na x plus cy squared dx dy. Okay? So ngayon, i-evaluate po ulit natin or integrate natin in terms muna ng dx. So retain natin itong sa limit for y. We have x squared over 2 plus c y squared times x from x is equal to 0 to 1 dy. Okay? So upper limit is 0, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. So evaluate natin. 1 squared over 2 is also 1 half plus c times 1 times y squared is cy squared dy. So integrate natin, magiging 1 half multiply sa y plus c multiply sa y cube over 3 from y is equal to 0 up to 1. Lower limit is 0, so evaluate natin. Substitute natin yung value ng upper limit. We have 1 half times 1 plus c times 1 cube over 3. We have 1 half plus c over 3. So, ilipat natin sa kabila yung 1 half, magiging 1 minus 1 half is equal to c over 3. So, matitira na lang po is 1 half. And then cross multiply, magiging 3 is equal to 2c over 2. Therefore, the constant c is equal to 3 over 2. Okay? So, ganun lang po ang pagdetermine ng constant. So, yun po ang ating answer. We have 3 over 2. And then for letter B, so find the probability of x is less than or equal to 1 half but greater than or equal to 0. And then y is less than or equal to 1 half but greater than or equal to 0. So, ilalagay natin ang limit ng y, 0 to 1 half. And then limit ng x, 0 to 1 half din. And then ang ating density function ay x plus cy squared. So, isa-substitute na po natin yung 3 over 2 nating nakuha dito sa c. So, x plus 3 over 2 y squared dx dy. Okay? So, integrate natin in terms of dx. We have x squared over 2 plus 3 over 2 x y squared from x is equal to 0 to 1 half dy. Okay? So, evaluate po natin. 1 half squared over 2 magiging 1 over 4 divide 2 is 1 over 8. And then plus 3 over 2 times 1 half is 3 over 4 y squared. Okay? So 3 over 4 y squared dy. So integrate in terms of dy, we have 1 over 8 times y plus 3 over 4 times y cubed over 3. From y is equal to 0 up to 1 half. Okay? So, substitute lang 1 over 8 times 1 half plus, so cancel natin yung 3. So, magiging 1 half cube over 4. So, the answer is 1 over 16 plus 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 1 over 8 over 4 is 1 over 32. And then the answer is 3 over 32. Tama ba? So, double check natin sa calculator kung tama ang ating value. Ang ating 1 over 2 cube over sa 4 is 1 over 32. So, pag pinalas natin sa 1 over 16, okay, so tama. So, the answer is 3 over 32. Okay, so yan class. So, yan po yung ating difference ng ating discrete and continuous sa pagkuha ng ating joint probability distribution for two random variable. Okay, so ito po yung ating part 1 ng ating module 5. Okay, so pakiaral na lang po. At yan po yung ating answer.